Real Talk Barbershop 870. Let's get it.
Check.
Check 1 2.
God damn.
And another one.
And another
In
one.
my R. Kelly voice.
Yes, sir.
Real Talk.
We got Preach Boy in the building. Already. We got the Motivator in the building.
The Motivator is here, baby. You hear me?
We got JR, aka Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's your boy, Big Rodeo in the
Big Rodeo in the building.
We got Nigel behind the camera.
Nigel behind the camera.
Real Talk Barbershop. We back at you with another.
What's up with y'all out there? What's happening? What's
Who
happening?
else we got in a minute?
Yes, sir.
Even though y'all can see him.
They can see him. They know us in the house already.
Let's go.
Don't know about
But it's
no,
all good.
But now they worldwide, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
We'll introduce them when the music go down.
And we going live this
What's up
episode.
with y'all
Make
out
sure
there,
y'all
man?
Tap in. Make sure y'all tap in.
Y'all share the Facebook Live.
Share it. Like, subscribe.
We finna come with something real hard today.
All we really want is cane to flip. Make sure that you came equipped. Shit so deep, I should bring a ship. Hey, let's talk and
Well, I don't
tell
want
you the
these.
instruction. Standing up for something.
Do too damn much right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Be staring at the damn camera.
Man, don't worry about hell. I'm trying to make sure I'm in this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's your
Let's go.
boy Ro.
It's your boy Preach Boy Spann.
It's your boy Bebe the Motivator.
And I am JR, aka Mr. Roz, and you tuned in to
Real Talk Barbershop 870. Let's get it.
What's happening out there, y'all?
What's cracking, brother?
Man, we in this thing again.
How y'all feeling today?
Man, very, very well.
Hey, it's great to be with y'all, man.
All the
It's a
time.
blessing. God has given us this thing.
Bro,
again.
come on, man.
Again.
We in here again. What's up? Y'all share the live out there, man.
Again.
Share the live.
What'd you say, J. Rowe? God has given us this day.
Again.
Pastor Jake.
Sunday.
Again, man. On this
Another good
blessed-
Sunday.
on this
Another good
blessed
Sunday. Another good Sunday.
Blessed to be here, man.
We want to have some
I'm
conversation.
Hey, look, you know what? You got to start
James
your day
quit
off with
rushing
some gratitude.
Who
man.
rushing? You think I'm rushing,
Be
dog?
thankful. Hey,
You know, I do
look,
be rushing
listen,
sometimes,
hold
man.
on, man.
You know I do be rushing
Stay on
sometimes.
the phone and stuff. What we doing?
Man, just run it, doctor.
What the hell going on?
Just talk, man. We live. Talk.
Man,
If you gonna talk,
You
talk.
know what it is, man.
If you gonna talk, talk.
You can't hardly say nothing to nobody now.
Sometimes you think you want to come across the table on me.
Yeah. Now he talking about you gonna talk.
Go talk.
Go on, talk, see. I'm trying to shut
Hey
it
man,
live.
check this out, man. First of all, I want to invite all y'all, man. We want to invite out
Go back.
BB.
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
You know we recording.
Oh, man, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? What's up, world?
Oh man, come on. Act like we ain't got no sense up here now, cause we live. Hey man, what's up, man? We thank y'all for tuning in. The Real Talk Barbershop live, man. We giving y'all a chance, an opportunity to come in, to kick it with us, hang with us, share your perspective on whatever we getting ready to talk about, man. But today, man, we got some 5 guests in here, and I know they know how to talk.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we normally introduce them, but I want them to introduce themselves, all right?
There we go.
So look,
Yes,
we
sir.
gonna start off with the person to my right first, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself how she want to do it, and then after the next one introduce herself, we gonna get on with this conversation. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey y'all. I am Dee Dee, the hair slayer.
The hair slayer.
Slayer. Not the Slayer.
Oh,
Shout out to the hair slayer. The OG. I call it OG.
Yeah, Chavis called me the OG. Well earned, of
Yes.
course.
For sure.
But yeah, so I'm Dee Dee Anderson or Dorothy Anderson, whichever. You can follow me on Facebook. Dior, Dee Dee Anderson.
Dior.
Yes, Dior. And that's it. Hey.
Shout out to Didi. Y'all make some noise. Come
Shout
on,
out
y'all
to
show
Didi.
Didi some love.
Yo,
Big
show
shots
some
out.
love, man.
Shout out to DD.
Hello, out there in Facebook world or the world, wherever you are. My name is Amanda. Amanda J. Eskin is my Facebook name. You can call me AJ. You can call me homegirl. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me. No,
Okay,
just
no. Tell them what to
y'all
not
really
call
know.
you.
But yeah, I'm just here with my brothers, ready for this topic. So let's get it started.
Right.
For sure. Y'all ready to talk?
We ready.
Y'all ready to do some real talk?
Real time.
Real talk.
Always.
870.
we most definitely finna do some real.
It ain't no sugar coat now.
No
We gonna go full force.
Sheriff, do what you tell them. Tell them look at the
Look at the
behind
banner.
you. Yeah.
Real
Y'all,
talk,
they
man.
see the banner.
Hey, and look, man, we encourage y'all when we start talking, man. I'm finna get ready to put a number on the bottom of the stream. Y'all call in and give y'all perspective, all right? All right, we ain't dogging nobody. We ain't never dogging nobody. We just talking in general, all right? So what we got, y'all? What we talking about? What y'all feel like?
Jay, what we talking about?
Man, we coming to this thing. We talking about the single black women. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. No, check it. We talking about the single black women and why is it difficult to find black men. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out the topic, bro.
Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out the topic.
You right.
I'm trying to figure out the topic.
You right, Jay. But look, let's keep it single. Why y'all can't keep no man?
Hold on, man.
Hold on.
You already.
He already done throw it
I'm
off.
joking. It's a joke.
It's just the state
I'm
of
joking.
the single
I'm
black women
joking,
when it comes to relationships.
There we go.
We're going to go like that.
It was a joke.
Why are there so many single black women?
There you go.
So many single black
Successful
women.
or not, why are there so many single black women?
And we talking about black women, right? We talking about our people.
All we do is relate to who we know.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, who want to jump this thing off?
Well, I'll jump it off.
Okay.
I like jumping it off, so let's go. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, in my opinion, and that's why we got these beautiful women here, but in my opinion, I think one of the main reasons why it's so many single black women is the lack of black men. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, women already outnumber men by an extremely amount.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
So we need to Google that number to see exactly how many. You got the number, Ro? You know what I'm saying? So Ro gonna tell you the exact number.
Yeah. Well, this is what the internet saying.
I mean, that's what I did say Google. I did say Google. I did say
I'm
Google.
still trying to see the
Yeah.
I got it, bro. I got it.
So like I said, with that, we're gonna give you the number here in a second when he figured it out. But it also, like I said, you got we know that they outnumbers by a widespread, and then on top of that, you got black men that's getting killed every day.
Yeah.
You got black men that are
in prison.
You know what I'm saying? And let's be truthful as well. You got a lot of black men that are gay.
They don't want a woman.
That don't want a woman. You know what I'm saying? So that automatically you start cutting it down. You know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of percentage of black men you got, when you start knocking out the ones that's in prison, the ones that die, the ones that are gay. That knocks down a lot of percentage of men. So you got a lot of men, the women out here that don't. It's just hard to find men.
Then you got some that's just black men just don't want nothing out of life.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't no doubt about it. So it's a widespread of reasons. That's one of my reasons why I think it's so many single black women in the world. So let's get to the percentages, bro. What you think?
Well, that's just in Arkansas. It's 96.4 to 100 women. 96.4 men to 100 women. So that's like 4 to 1. Something like that. So my thing is,
Hold on.
Oh man, you gotta explain that.
Yeah, let's do it a little bit better. Let's just go basic.
I'm talking about
Basic numbers.
Like 4 women to 1 man.
Okay, cool.
The ratio.
The ratio.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was too. That's just in Arkansas. Let's go worldwide because we talking about to the mass.
Worldwide, it's definitely more.
Like
It's
6.
normally like,
It's
Six
normal.
or 7. Yeah.
6 and 7
I
to
thought it
1.
was 7 to 1.
Yeah, it's normal.
So let's just go with that number 7 to 1. So that says a lot right there,
That's
right?
a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So you start cutting them numbers down 7 to 1. Now you talking about, I mean, all of the men I just spoke upon, the ones that's in jail, because it's a big percentage of men that's in jail, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's tough. I think, you know what I'm saying, for the typical woman that got something going for herself, even the ones that don't got nothing going for themselves, but definitely the ones that got stuff going for themselves to find somebody, man. And most women, in my perspective as well, ain't no woman trying to raise no man.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
Ain't
no woman trying to real talk. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about it, when you talking about successful men or men of standard, let's not even say successful men of standard, a man that you typically want in life, right? You know what I'm saying? So a man that got a little bit more than you got. Because we are talking about y'all women that got nice things, right? Yeah. So you ain't trying to find no man that ain't got more than you, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's that number even probably cut more. You get what I'm saying? So when you start looking at it like that, man, it's hard. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying?
Hard.
And then go ahead, bro.
That's probably why if a man got nice things, he can have multiple women.
He probably does have multiple women.
You got 7 days. If it's 7 to 1, then a man can go,
every day.
7 days for
different woman every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. If you look at it like that.
And then we got to think about it too. It's even another perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Out of those women that we just talked about, look at the men that are taken already.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
We ain't even talk about that. It's men already took it, married and stuff like that. So it's
And
even
faithful.
and
Real
we can say that. We can say that as
You got
well.
faithful
You
men
know what I'm saying?
out
And
there.
let's not even say faithful right now. Let's just talk about just the
Whoa.
men that no. Hold on.
Yeah,
It's
you
not.
said you wanna know
It's not.
real talk.
Yeah, we real talking. We
Yeah.
just talking about just a man that's typically married.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's going on the outside, we're just
Right.
talking about a man that's typically married, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about men that are married, men that are gay, men that are in prison, men that are dying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is left?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is left? That's a question.
Build a bear.
What you finna say?
The rose.
Niggas
Build a
that-
bear.
The man that
Real man.
that don't want to do shit in life.
You know what I'm
They don't want
saying?
shit
You
out
act
of
like
life.
you biting your tongue a little bit. That ain't
Well,
what you finna say.
Them niggas ain't worth a damn.
So
That's what's left.
So it's tough.
It's tough.
When it
It's
all
tough
boils
for
down
women
to
out
it,
here.
you know what I'm saying? When it
tough.
all boils down to it, it's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Because women want a man that's gonna lead. They don't want no man that they gotta lead and they, you know what I'm saying? They got a man gonna follow.
Do they still want a man to lead?
I'm finna say some women.
Some women. There we
Some
go.
women,
There we go.
man.
Let me
There
say
we
something
go.
about that.
There we
Okay, so
go.
you say about really all women want a man to lead.
Okay.
But women don't have time to slow down for a man to find out how to lead.
Good.
You know,
Good.
most time when women, you know, whether you married or not, even sometime in marriage relationship, the woman takes on the role of the kids in the household.
That's right.
So just imagine if a man is not there and you're single, you don't have time to try to allow a man time to figure out how to lead.
Gotcha.
So if the woman is already in a leadership role, it's natural for her. Like for me, I've always been in a leadership role from school to work to whatever, you know. So it's natural for me to lead. And it's not to say that I don't want anyone to lead me, but evidently you ain't tapped in to be able to. You know what I'm saying?
I got
So it's
you.
not always the fact that a woman wants to be single or has to be single. It's just that, especially when I had children, I just didn't have time for that, you know. And so when someone does come in your world, you know, you try to see or whatever. But a woman just cannot afford to slow down, you know. And so in these times with social media and so much, you know, attention drawn to the household, to the woman, now you got to make sure your kids right, you right, you know. It's just a lot that comes with a woman when it comes to that. So I feel like whether all women admit it or not, all women want the leadership, you know.
I think that should be the leadership thing is interchangeable. Now I don't need you know,
talk to
trying
me.
to
Talk
tell
to
me
me.
like I'm a kid, you know, talk to me or trying to lead me like you're my parent,
No.
but lead me as a, you know,
As God
a
led the church.
no. Just lead me as a man that has some wisdom, but
Wisdom,
don't
you got
forget
to.
that I got some wisdom too.
Right. And that's the thing.
And
It's
so that
working
should be
together.
interchangeable. This probably, you know, this strong black era woman,
Definitely strong.
and they ain't
Definitely
strong
strong.
as no, they're not as strong as they, you know,
Portray.
that's just a
Portray to
type.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, when you have to do what you have to do,
That's the difference.
that seems to be a strong black woman. But like she said, when you're taking on a role, it's hard to let somebody step in and take that role when you're used to being in that role yourself.
Gotcha.
But as a woman, you have to, you know, your soft era, as they say, you know, but women, we're always soft. But now we just, you know, with social media, we're just in this era of women trying to be men and want to be like men
Want to be like them.
and need to sit down
There we go.
Yeah, no
because
doubt.
you're stepping out of who you were created to be.
So that goes to what I was finna say concerning what Amanda just said. She said she think all women want a leader. I gotta disagree because
Not all women, y'all agree.
I think just like she said, there's some women that intentionally looking for a man that they can control.
But why?
I don't know
That's
why.
Let's
good
go.
question.
Let's dig back. Then.
I don't know
because
why.
it's what they saw and how they were raised and what they were taught. But they would probably never admit it. But the truth of the matter, let me tell you something. I was having a talk with my mama at one time. I don't think anybody ever cut a yard but me. And you know why I had to cut a yard? Because one of my mom's friends, he made a comment that I was going to be Miss America. And I felt like from that day forward, my mom made sure she put something inside of me that I went out here feeling like I was better than the rest. You know what I'm saying? So she instilled what she needed to instill in me to keep me balanced. But some people, what they put in their children are not the right things. You know what I'm saying? And it might work for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging. It is what it is. But when you've seen something for so long, you think that's what's right. And it's just not, and something inside of you, because we're made a certain way. We all are. Men are made a certain way. Women are made a certain way. Something inside of you is not right until it gets right. And that's why some people are always fighting or always. Have you ever noticed somebody like 1 minute they this, 1 minute they that, they're changing and whatever? Because inside something is trying to change that they will not allow. So yes, you have a lot of women that try to take control. You have a lot of women that want to be in the front. But the reality of it, I bet if you ever can be that fly on the wall late at night, you're gonna see a whole different side of that person. Right. Because it's just not how we're really built. But because of the world and the things that we go through sometimes, it forms us into a person that we don't even recognize sometimes.
And I think some women are meant to be the leaders of their relationship.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Everybody is built different. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's okay, but I think the majority of women would like somebody, not sit your ass down. She might.
But you want
to? Well, you don't tell me what to do it, and on the inside, can't wait till later on. You want that. Yeah. Right. You want that.
You want to be checked.
Yeah,
probably the sense of maybe just having more of an alpha male.
You get
what I'm saying? You're just looking for an alpha male.
But you also have alpha females as well.
Okay, so that's great. That's great conversation as well. So I guess you're saying it's a balance. So a lot of times with men, when you do meet these strong women, right? You know what I'm saying? I think men, we tend to want women that's a little softer. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Or a little just to be in a woman's. I don't want to sound just to be our backbones to a certain extent, but you want a strong woman. Like most men ain't trying to be dictatorship. I know for sure in my perspective, I wouldn't want to be dictating a woman.
You want a strong, but just not in the home.
You want to make sure that
right.
you know my role.
Right.
And I don't want to say role because that may come off wrong as well. But just I'm the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? You got the woman of the house, and you respect both ways. Yeah. It's respect both ways, right? You know what I'm saying? But I think most alpha males, you know what I'm saying? You want a woman that respect you as that. I don't know how. I guess alpha male and alpha woman. I don't know if that mesh. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't know.
Do y'all really feel like a woman should be an alpha female?
I was just
But it's not about her being that. It's not about her being that. That's who she is.
Yeah, I never really heard that.
No, that's true.
I ain't never heard it. I've heard it. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
There are alpha females.
I think it's a book called Alpha Female.
You have alpha females, so you can't help your makeup. Mm-hmm. You can't help who you are. Mm-hmm. So just like you have an alpha male, you have alpha females.
Mm-hmm. So she's out telling man, niggas,
not necessarily telling him. No, her personality is strong. Her spirit is strong. The way she comes off sometimes may be strong. You ever met a woman that she can walk into a room and she can take over a room.
True.
There's nothing wrong with her.
Facts.
She just when she comes into a room, she takes the authority. If there's something need to be done, she's not just gonna sit back and I'll just wait. She's gonna get things done. True. That's what I mean when I say alpha female.
So this is a good question here. So do you think alpha females can handle an alpha male?
I think she needs an alpha.
You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the question. Can you handle it?
Can she? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Some.
You get what I'm saying?
Depends.
You know what I'm saying?
I think some will take the back seat to the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When he comes in, she knows that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she doesn't have to be.
She gotta be who she is out in the world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She can
lay that down.
Home, she can lay that down.
When she comes home and be like,
and that man can
rest in
yes.
him.
Okay, I got you.
Because a lot of time when you describe an alpha female, it's just more of her characteristics.
Yeah.
Like what Didi was
and
saying.
it's taken the wrong way.
Her demeanor and everything. But an alpha man, he has to have the attention. And I'm not saying it so much in a bad way. So she gets somewhat of an enjoyment out of it.
Okay.
Like, that's my man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so they work together as a team to work a room. You know, so if you ever get two together, like for business purposes or whatever, you know, it not even just when we talk about relationship, it's not just about, you know, an intimate relationship. You got friendship, you got business relationships, you got a lot. You know, so when you have a male and a female working together in that relationship, and you got both of them alphas, it could be powerful. Now, when you want to cross that line to a relationship, then that's when you have to have an understanding.
True.
You know, and if you didn't build a friendship, I don't care what you want to be labeled as.
I see that.
I don't care what you're labeled as. If you don't build that level of friendship, it's just not going to work anyway.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times when you are in relationships, you just kind of, these days, people are getting in a relationship for just one lane. You know what I'm saying? To me, you have to have, it's like a highway.
Good.
It's almost like a highway when you get in relationships. You got 5 lanes, right? Let's say 5 lanes, right? You know, and the, you know, to me, the best relationships are these relationships that can kind of go in each lane. So if you're going to explain, what I'm explaining is, let's say I meet a woman and I'm only attracted to this woman by the way she look, right? You know what I'm saying? At some point, the looks, you know, as you get older, looks get older as well, right?
That's why she goes to have surgery.
You know what I'm saying? that as well. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, a lot of times that don't keep the relationship.
Yeah, that's true. Though.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to communicate, right? You got to be able to have a sexual relationship as well.
In all those different lanes.
These are different lanes.
Different lanes.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
So you got to be able to have different lanes to have a powerful relationship.
Yo, this your boy Bebe, the motivator. And this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by Gillespie Insurance Group, where we make your personal lines and your commercial lines come together to decrease your risk. Look, I'm at a new location, 801 West Moultrie in the magnificent city of Blytheville, Arkansas. Here's my number, 870-623-4742. I repeat, 870-623-4742. If you're not with GIG, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be. Yeah.
And if you don't have these different lanes, you know, if you just in a relationship because it's sexual, right? As you're gonna miss something at some point, right?
It's not gonna last.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna last because now at some point you get 10, 15 years down the line. Now at some point the sex is still good, but your mind started developing. You know, you start wanting more things in life, and you want a partner that got you either way. You know what I'm saying? If you're a strong woman that's got strong things going for yourself, you want some stuff, or a man that got a demeanor that he want business, you want your partner to have your back. Right? You know what I'm saying? Baby, because you know, when you are an entrepreneur, for instance, you know, if you don't got your partner there to push you, right? Because shit get hard. Shit get hard, right? And if you don't got your woman there, you know what I'm saying, to push you, baby. I know, man. You going home.
Gotta be your biggest supporter.
Right? You going home and you like, damn, man, this shit getting hard, and you ain't got nobody there to say, well, baby, I got your back. What I need to do.
I got you.
Vice versa. You got a strong woman. They got a business, right? And she come home and she's stressed out and shit like that. You know, you need that man to be like, baby, we got it. You know what I'm saying? What you need me to do, right? So a lot of times relationships don't have different lanes. We on one goddamn lane, and then when that lane runs short, you know what I'm saying? Now the relationship is gone, right?
It was a song years ago. Didi, you might remember. Y'all might be too young. Stacey Ladisop said, "I found love on a two-way street.
Come on now.
Lost it on a lonely highway.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. I mean, it's facts though. You know what I'm saying?
They found love where?
Love on a two-way
On a
street.
two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway.
I guess you got off that two-way street and got on a one-way or some shit. You know,
So,
whatever you
when
want
you
to
said
look at.
that, it made me think about it. Because
Well, but like you said,
it's
the
various
the lanes.
Yeah, no doubt.
she
You gotta
found it
have it,
on
man.
on the street, but
gotta
then
have
when
it.
it was time to get in on the
whatever.
on the long stretch,
Right.
You know, it was lost.
And I think a lot of times we just don't. I think one of the biggest things when it comes to any kind of relationship,
Get comfortable.
you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't even want to say comfortable because that is part of it as well. But I think it's just communication.
Communication is the biggest.
God damn it, man! Like, man, when you can't communicate with yeah, but when you can't, I feel what you're saying. No doubt, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you can't communicate,
Yeah.
God damn.
But we have to make sure we have an understanding of what communication is, because communication is not just because you say something the other one agree.
No.
I
agree
know,
with
but
you.
I'm just saying a lot of people feel like a person don't communicate. Well, just because I'm not saying what you want to hear, it's not that I'm not communicating. Each person should have a right to your opinion, in a matter.
have an opinion.
And then you have to find that common ground. So in the process of doing that, if you can't find a common ground, maybe you need to reset, you know what I'm saying, and think about it. Like, what are you willing to give up for this relationship? What am I willing to give up for this relationship?
Yeah.
And a lot of times people are just not willing to give up what they want.
Because it's so hard to talk about those things that, you know what I'm saying, that's really bothering you. Like the things you really talk about that you think that might hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like you'll think like, man, if I say this, it'll probably hurt her.
But-
so I'm not
Well,
gonna
so
say
if you
it.
you,
But if
you
you
feel
don't
like
say
if you
it-
tell baby your back getting wide.
Just the way you say everything too, though.
How can you
but
tell her
it's
they back
hard.
in
It's
wide?
hard to talk. Like it's hard.
If-
to say
I
things.
can't.
Yeah,
How can you tell her like?
The question out there. How can you
what
tell you
I'm
that?
saying?
Like what?
If we're in a relationship and you tell me, baby, nah, back getting a little wide. I know you're not telling me to be malicious. You're telling me for the sake of our relationship. And I need to have some understanding, say, oh, well, you know, I might come back, your back getting wide too.
Right.
But when I sit down and think about it, I'm, okay, well, that means he probably ain't, you know, that's going to affect our sexual life because he ain't liking it. So then I need to do something.
So
Vice versa, if I tell you, baby, you ain't lasting long as you used to.
That stomach getting in the
That's
way.
all I was just about to say.
I'm not trying. Now, if I do that in public, now then you should have a problem.
disrespectful.
Be in public.
But if I tell you that and we're talking and we're, you know, just having
It's about
just
communication.
pillow talk, then I'm telling you you're not satisfying me. So, baby, you need to do something about it. I'm not telling you, okay, well, I'm gonna go out and find King Kong. I'm telling you for the sake of our relationship. That's what communication is. And sometimes that communication changes. Sometimes it ain't talking. Sometimes it's you go to touch me and then
You go in.
or after we get through and I
roll straight over. This jump was.
come on, hurry up.
It was terrible.
So then in your mind now, you a smart man, you all know.
So my question, like, how do you, like, okay, you say that you would say, baby, you're not satisfying me or whatever. Let me say this, because I know I ain't never had that conversation because it's too hard to have. It's too hard
No, it's
to
not.
have.
It just
It's
depends.
really-
It
'cause
depends
you-
on
'cause
the
you think-
person.
That's what I'm saying, because that's the thing. Because you think about, like, man, if I say this, it's going to hurt that person.
But
or they
I
gonna
think-
So
I
that-
think- I
But
feel
see,
like-
it's
I
just
feel
like-
exactly
But you
both
have
of
to.
Now,
Now,
that goes
but it's
back
just
to
like-
building the relationship in the beginning. See, a lot of times we jump into relationships too quick.
There you
Especially
go.
We want to go into sexual. You know, jump into a sexual relationship too quick, so you never learned each other.
You fucking right.
You know, you have to go through seasons with people. You have to understand how they handle when they got money, how they handle when they don't got money, how they handle death, how they handle life. You have to go through all these seasons with people to have an understanding how they are. And then sometimes, have you ever just, like when you first meet someone, you should have a conversation with them. Just converse and just say things to see how they respond. That's what I do. To see their response, see how they react. Then you build from there. So when you never laid that foundation, that's why you scared to talk.
And you lying to a person and telling them they the best thing since sliced bread. Well,
And-
then
and-
you're not giving them any room. Okay, yeah, not it's been, you know, babe, I like the way you talk to me. And this is just conversation. A woman, pretty much after a while, she gonna learn how to talk to her man. Sometimes it's not a yeah. Sometimes, I gotta wait till your guard down to talk to you. When you relax and when
Relax,
you,
and
when,
then
and I
that's
know
when you
when
come
you
with all the problems.
you unpack
feel
them one at a time.
Okay.
It ain't always. It's not
And then
about
sometimes just
attacking
don't let
you
it build
because
up.
you got to know we're different. We're different people. We're made up different. So what I can say to you or to another, I can tell Amanda, girl, Amanda, now so and so, she a female. That's how we talk. But y'all are a little bit more sensitive.
Y'all are.
True.
Then we
Right.
are.
True.
Men are
That's
very
true.
sensitive.
True.
So then we have to know how to. You have to know how to stroke your partner's ego and slide in,
What you talking
a little bit of constructive criticism.
Because a lot of times, like, okay, just say, like, I have, like, a problem. Now, I put out what I have a problem with. Now, you come back, like, you could have been stated what your problem was, but now you want to say what your problem was because I done came with something.
And that's when you stop.
But
it's
it's
still, that's when you know
it's about
you don't have
learning
that
to
right.
communicate.
Yeah,
with
that
each
communication is not right.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, you know, you could just be like, look, can we talk? You know, I need to talk. You gotta let someone know sometimes.
And it's
like,
not about me trying to get my point across. And I can do that later on. But it's about learning your partner and who to do that with. That's not for everybody. That's not for you to experience that with every person that you're with. If we just having fun, now I ain't got to tell you. I don't need to tell you because you ain't going to be around.
Cool. So let's take a break. No, we can't. We live.
Yeah.
So let's
We're not. That's not what we're on. But if I see something in you, if I'm testing the waters and I see something in you, I like him. Let's see, maybe where this is going. First, we got to communicate. We got to communicate and see if this is a mutual thing because it has to be an agreement to say that we're going to go further.
Gotcha.
If that's not an agreement, then we got to back up. Ain't no need of me lying to myself. Well, he ain't told me. We haven't sat down and said, okay, we're going to take this relationship to the next level. That's the assumption that a lot of women, and that's how a lot of women end up getting hurt and being, misused because there's not a mutual agreement. Just because I tell you, I like spending time with you, that don't mean I want you as my man. I just like you when you're around. It might
so
be.
Hold on, go into deep on that though, deeper, because you said I just like when you're around. So what
if
does that
I
mean?
tell you I like you, I like when you're around. Like I have fun. We have fun together. I like when you're around. That don't mean I want you around all the time.
But
there has to be a mutual agreement because you may not like me when I'm around all the time. You might.
But if I don't like you, I ain't finna be around you, right?
No, I'm saying just because we're having fun together does not mean that I meet your standards or you meet mine. Okay. It may just be a for the moment type of thing.
Right.
But it has to be a mutual thing. When we sit down and we communicate and we talk, and you tell me, how you feel? Do you see this going anywhere? And you express to me, well, I really like you. I want to be with you. Let's see where this goes. Then that's a mutual thing, right? Then we're exclusive. But if I see you out with somebody else, there's no need of me tripping. Because there has not been a mutual
agreement on that.
Exactly.
So check it out.
And vice versa. If you see me out, don't be walking up to me telling me what you doing. Gotcha. I'm not with you right now.
so you
call me later.
It's called dating.
Call me later. I'll hit you up later.
I like that, D.
Honesty and communication.
So let's go here. All right. Well, we know we made clear that it's a lack of men available, right? So you got a lot of single women out here. So, with it being so many single women, I guess my question would be, what are ways should women start dating outside of their race to if you're looking for marriage, right? Or looking for a relationship and there's so small amount of men in the world, right? What are women what am I trying to say? What are your options? Yeah. Exactly. What kind of options are women
outside of our race? Women to men. Yeah, the ratio is. We're talking about black women and black men, but the ratio is still the same. You can go outside of your race, and that will, your odds may increase maybe by 2 or 3%, but the problem is still a problem everywhere. Yeah. And so, you just hope maybe I can meet somebody. And
it just depends on what your preference is.
Okay.
Are you more determined to have a relationship or just your standard of being within your community? I'll be single for the rest of my life. Well, Lord, I don't know what God got in store for me, but I'm just saying for me, I would say I would rather be single and stay within my culture because I'm strong on it. That's just what I believe. However,
I don't mind.
you know, exploring, dating, hanging. Everybody is different. Like
Yeah, no doubt.
Everyone's
At
different.
this point,
Yeah.
You know,
I don't. Hey,
You don't mind what?
Do you? Let me, okay.
I'll take
You don't mind what?
somebody
outside the race.
Outside of my race.
I think it's like.
I mean, I would prefer
For a black man,
a brother,
man.
right?
but I mean, you know, and then it increases the older you get.
Right.
well,
I'm a woman of a certain age,
I'm with you.
you know, so the pickings are pretty much almost none
I got you.
because men, my age, they're married to women they married in their 20s.
years
So
ago.
they're still
So
married.
they did all that
Yeah,
cheating
so
shit
they
with that
somebody
same woman.
20.
Yeah. So my option is, hey, I can try one of my kids' classmates.
So you more prone. So that's
come
good though. That's
quicker.
good conversation.
They come quicker.
So do you
Who
you don't
come
mind
quicker?
coming?
I mean, come to us, approach
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Come.
So-
I'm just trying to make it
Approach
understand.
us. Yeah.
So you don't mind dating a younger man?
No,
You know
I
what I'm
don't want.
saying?
I don't want no.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mind.
Okay, you mind?
Yeah.
But do you think a lot of times when it's so little men out here, women are prone to go younger?
And then
what I'm
they're
saying?
mad.
Personality of a person
Yeah,
because
they
I can
mad.
meet someone. I've met several, and they don't think I'm 50, but I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
they 35, we talking. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I'm not. But when I see my nephew. Friends inboxing me or these crazy names, and I already know if you got a name like this on Facebook,
Like
you ain't
Jaquan
yeah,
and
you know,
Dontavius.
or robbed the liquor store today, or so. You know what I'm saying? These,
Yeah.
I know, but I feel like,
But
it gets to a
Dontavius
point-
gonna, you know, he gonna pay some bills
Yeah.
and he
So-
gonna.
yeah.
He gonna lay it down.
I want to.
I feel you.
D said he gonna lay it down.
I mean, like a younger woman, she has more energy in
That-
certain areas than a
I
woman
can't-
of a certain
I can't
age.
agree. I cannot agree.
No, I'm not
cannot
saying
agree with-
every woman.
She
You can't
said
agree
the
with
young man, the Tavius, gonna lay it down. See, I'm 37. I feel like I still
you're-
puts it down.
To me, you're young. You're in that category.
Oh.
J-Ro
For us,
gonna lay it
for us,
down.
it's
Yeah.
young. Yeah.
But
Hulk Hogan.
I'm 51.
In his 20s.
So most men, like, you know, around my
50's
they take
young,
blood
though.
pressure medication.
50's young.
And that's gonna affect his
I feel
performance. And so you gotta
You gotta
have a
take some
little.
vitamins.
No, you
that-
can't do nothing when you gotta take them blood pressure. That,
You can
that
take
slows
blood
your-
pressure and take
Yeah.
vitamins at the same time.
Do some
But
watermelon around.
That's gonna
But
affect his performance.
okay, so I want to circle back. I want to circle back when we was talking about dating outside the relationship. I done heard
Outside the race,
Right.
or
the
relationship.
race.
Okay.
My bad. We ain't got to the dating
Yeah.
outside the relationship yet. I'm sorry. I didn't
Trying to go jump to the
I
team.
jumped too far.
They-
To the
that's-
team
that's-
So look,
that
so
ain't-
look.
that ain't
Hold on. So we gonna dating outside the race. So we gonna talk about black men. No, it's a lot of black men that dates
you know,
outside the
And
white
that's
women.
another.
True.
And I
That's
didn't,
another
and
thing,
I've
too.
had, and I have heard that white women and they more submissive. Like black women, they're not submissive like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got this persona like I don't need no man. You done heard black women say that all the time. You
They
know what I'm
lying.
saying?
True.
That's
I
right.
know they lying.
They're
I
lying.
know they lying because at the end of the night, when you up in the bed, you're lonely and stuff. Your toy done went out. At the end of the night, you still need that man.
But
I ain't even
not
talking about
necessarily-
sexually.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
not. I'm not
general.
just talking about sexually.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a man to come in and help you. Mentor your kids.
And you want
You know what I'm saying? Be
lay
there for
somebody
you.
you can lay your
Yeah,
head.
that you
know,
can lay your head on his
and
chest
cry,
sometimes.
and he, wrap you up,
and you
pick
can
you
be
up a little
soft
bit.
with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crying stuff because us as black men, we need that black woman we can go to when we down and out. And we need to cry. We might not want to cry in front of our homeboys all the damn time. I should have to call Jane when I'm feeling down as fuck all the damn time, which I do. But I should have that woman that I can call and be like, man, god damn, man, today it sucked. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
when you walk in, she can see it on
She
you.
can see it, baby.
already
What's
know.
wrong?
Just
You
give
know
you a
what I'm saying?
hug, and then there you go.
So
son.
back to
you
my
don't have to say
question.
words.
Back to my question. Why do y'all think black man is dating outside the race?
I'm gonna say this. A friend of mine, like a guy's son to me, but her son, he made a comment. He's young. He's in his 20s, and he really wanted to date. He really wants to date a black lady, young lady, whatever. But he said it's hard because he's the type of young guy that likes to buy things and take his woman out or whatever. And now it's getting very expensive to date
Yeah,
black
because you got to
women.
send a
It
cash
definitely
out.
is.
It's very
Definitely is.
expensive because
If you
know,
send an inbox,
from the hair
you got to send a
to the
cash out.
makeup to the it's a lot of maintenance and I've tried to teach my own the same thing. You can't expect any more out of someone than what you can do for yourself, but that's not the message that's being sent out. So even by the time they're in the 10th grade, these girls are, $400 hairdos and
14 grand, man. They
Well, I
already
don't know.
doing
I don't know
that.
nobody. Didi could probably tell more.
Yeah,
what the,
I mean,
what the price
that's
is.
what I'm saying. They
You know?
want you, get
So-
my nails done.
Nails, hair,
I be looking when I
lashes.
go get my nails done, like, damn, I remember nails used to be
Yeah,
$35.
Yeah.
Now it's
Very
100.
yeah, $150.
Wow. Wow.
So I think that's and
it's the
that's not an
maintenance.
excuse, but I know when she
I
said
feel
that to
that.
me, that hurt me. Like that really hurt me because I'm like, what are women? What do they have to expect, or what is there for them to look forward to now? It's good. A lot of them have their hustles out here. They buying their own thing, doing their own thing, or whatever. But the overall, this social media. Hey, I'm glad y'all out there today.
Yeah.
But it's really ruining.
It done fucked it
It's
up.
really ruining.
Just
It
call
has.
Call a spade a spade,
Yeah,
like James
it
said.
is.
No doubt.
Fucked it up, man.
It's very much so. So I think that when you get to relationships, it's been a big crossover with interracial
Interracial.
relationships. It's been a big crossover already, and now it's just like common.
What's happening, y'all? This your boy Ro, and this episode of RTB 870 is sponsored by Jacob's Lawn Service. We licensed and insured. We do commercial and residential. When you don't want to get out there and cut that grass, give your boy that cash. Hey, and we got affordable prices. We're here to take care of all your lawn needs. So give your boy a call at 870-740-8534. That's 870-740-8534. You dig?
But probably with me and Didi area, growing up, you saw it, but it wasn't really so big.
Prevalent
Now with
as it
y'all,
is
it's
now.
just kind of, it is what it is,
It's out there.
I can remember a story for me that we were just going to walk on the court together, me and a white boy. And there was some stuff kind of said about that, that you wouldn't think, just little details, parents where we was going to date, whatever. But, now it's more common. So it's not as big. So you will find, you do see more relationships like that. My kids went to God's known. So, it was white girls, it was quick for them to come to my house or whatever. I thought they were on whatever, but, you don't get on, because it runs into a lot of problems. So it's not a matter of, for me, that's just my preference, When you move in different areas and you see different things, things may change. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
But being in our culture here, I've just never had the thought or the ideal to date outside of my race.
I like what you said about maintenance because, like, no lie, I love my queens, man. I love my beautiful black queens. Never get it twisted. The maintenance is very high.
Yeah.
They gotta have their hair, nails, lashes. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you said, social media done ruined it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we gotta have all these things. We gotta have the top Gucci and Louis and woo
Put on the show.
to make me feel like
Just even
feel a
let you
certain
in,
way.
just even let you in the door.
So
That's not included.
And like I said, like we said before, if you got money, like you probably can have 2-3 women. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Daquavius.
Yeah, well, if you got money, it's even better.
Yeah.
Because they gonna be at your beck and calling. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
the
everybody
put up
respect.
with-
They respect the the
put up-
money.
yeah.
They respect the money.
And
And if you got motion, if you got some motion, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? So like,
What do you mean by motion?
motion.
I'm not sure.
If
I'm not, because that may be younger
If
term
you're
knowledge.
popular,
Okay.
and
See,
you-
that don't really matter when you're older.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
can
know,
have
maybe
motion when you're older.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying I don't think that's something that a woman of age probably looking like he got
Yeah,
motion,
they
so I
are.
want to date him.
Well, yeah, they are. Yeah, they
Okay.
are, man.
because
I'm asking.
the era has
gotta-
changed. It's
The
not
older
just
women are dating younger men too. That's what I'm saying. Like the older women dating younger men too.
But the
For
younger
real.
woman is dating the older man.
The younger woman,
The younger
because
woman- the
she
younger
don't want to
woman-
deal with
The younger man,
the
because
younger man that's out. He
Of
could
his
be getting
mentality.
money, but his mentality, he's immature.
yeah, the younger woman is
You know
trying
what I'm
to find
saying?
her older guy. So that's
And
that's
the
what
older
also
women,
made
they
her
got
hard
already
on
tired
the
of
older
the older man because they
Yeah,
already know what
we're
they
tired
are.
of both of them, the young and the old. It's the young
Say
and
both
the
of them. It don't
restless.
really matter.
No.
So
Yeah.
let's go here. Do you think women are just giving up on any kind of relationships and just like man, we just gonna be single because you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lack of men, or sometimes, and y'all can let me know if I'm true. Sometimes women have extremely lists of what they want in a man, right? You know what I'm saying? I want a man this way, this way, and this way, and this way.
Got
right?
checklist.
You got a checklist, and that's hard. I'm sure, right? You ain't running into no man that got you. If you got all these
Can't knock all these
checklists,
damn
I want a man
checks
that's
off.
tall. I want a man that got he can throw the penis well, or you want to this a lot, right?
Yeah, throw it.
A lot. You
You
know what I'm
swing
saying?
that
So what I'm saying is, do you think women are saying, man, I'm giving up on relationships
I
because
don't think it's so much
Okay.
giving up. I think it's being realistic.
Okay,
Because you look, like
like
you said,
that, D.
you called out the statistics.
right.
I like that. D.
So it's not that I don't have faith in. I mean, I think I'm a pretty special woman.
True.
And I can be, I can be one out of that 10, that top 3 to not only be chosen, but to choose. But you have to be, I think a few years ago, I just, was realistic. What I have to offer, most men don't want these days. Or the men that wanted it are already
Took it.
spoken for.
Okay.
So to expect a 30-year-old to want what I have to give, he don't want that.
Right.
He wants somebody probably gonna call him out his name and be real sassy
Disrespectful.
with him and
Be real disrespectful.
be rapping Cardi B, which I can, but
Don't get it
it's a
twisted.
time and a place for that.
Right on.
But I'm just saying, what me and most of my friends that are still single have to offer, most men don't want. They say they do, but they really don't.
I think sometimes with men it's just not known. Like I said, men, y'all can be sensitive too. I know we talk about women, but I think sometimes men they're scared. They're just as scared as women can be in a relationship. So when you see something that seems too real, you back away. Because one, it may be so real that you don't want to hurt this person because you don't feel like you're ready. Or two, you don't want to be hurt because you don't feel like this person can really be who
What
they
they proclaim to be.
So my thing is, like you said, do you give up? I'm not giving up on a relationship or marriage or whatever. If it happens, it happens. But just like, what y'all was saying before we started recording, you can have so many labels on you. Like when you asked Dee was she single? And you said you were considered.
Divorced.
Yeah. So in my title, I'm considered single, divorcee, and a widower. So, you look at all of those titles and now you look at, okay, who am I today? Or who am I going to be here? And then when you get with someone, you relate differently with everyone you speak with, So with me, I'm just moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you
Whatever
gotta
comes
do.
along the way, it comes along
That's
the way.
Comes along the way.
But I can no longer wait. Opportunity is out there. And sometimes women miss a lot of opportunity
for waiting.
because they're waiting on a particular person or they're waiting on like you said, the checklist.
That's
I've
true.
had female friends that are like, I want a guy
Males
with
do
a six-pack.
too.
I want a guy with this. And I said, do you got it?
Do
You
you
won't even
got
go
it?
to the gym with me.
Do you got it?
Like
Yeah.
we'll go on trips. I'm in the gym and they want to sleep. Like if you want a particular person, you got to create that within yourself.
Right.
So once you create that, you can have that balance. That person can come to you
Because everything
But
starts within with
it
yourself.
starts within.
With
Well,
yourself. It does.
now I don't have any control over my height.
Well,
I don't even need it. What you
So
talking about?
I can't grow, 5 or 6 more inches. I would love to be tall, but me personally, I don't want to date a man that I can look him in his eyes.
You're not
I
into
know
a
I
short
will
man.
be disrespectful
you want
to
to look
him.
up.
Really?
You wanna
I
look
will.
up.
Why?
I'm 5'2".
Okay.
So if you
So
date somebody
if he 5'2", you feel like you're gonna be
5'4".
disrespectful to
I
him?
know I will, more than likely.
Nah,
And it- but it's-
wow.
and
hold on. Let's get to that. Hold on.
Why?
Because I mean,
That's
what if he's
why would you be disrespectful
because
because he fine too?
when I say disrespectful,
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Talking
You
back.
could run over him.
You be like,
walking up in that man's face,
little ass
like-
nigga. Oh, little ass. What your little ass gonna do?
So, but I'm saying,
Thank
hold
you,
on,
Tom.
hold
But
on.
they could be the
Damn,
one to tell you
big.
sit your ass down.
True. I mean, 'cause
You gonna be like, sit your little ass down.
You got alpha men that are 5'2" because he can't control his height. Nah,
I
just
know
like
he
you said,
can, but
right?
he can go on past.
I gotta speak
Well,
up for the
understand
single.
that.
Oh,
I gotta speak up for
Understand.
the short man out there, man. You
The
got
little man
hey,
single.
the little man's. Shit, you better sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. And guess what you gonna do? You gonna sit your ass
No,
down.
I ain't.
That's all you need. You just need a man to talk to you like that. Long
No,
as,
it ain't
long as he
about-
respectful.
It's not
he
about
respectful
him.
with
It's
it.
not about him.
That's just your
Just his
preference. That's her
talking.
preference.
It's
But yeah,
my
you
preference.
wouldn't even date that anyway, so that wouldn't even be a
No,
case
I'm
for
not
that.
saying I
That's-
can't be won over. I'm just that's like
I was
it's
just going out because
something-
you
I'm
said
just
you would be
pointing-
disrespectful
Yeah,
to him.
no doubt.
When I say disrespect, I ain't gonna walk up to the man, be like
You unattracted to
be
short
like calling
men.
them little bitch.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
little
do that.
bitch.
That's
Get
just
back.
that's not my nature.
yeah, I got you.
Well, it's not.
I got you.
But I mean, I'm just saying, I would prefer
A taller man that's
Yeah.
taller than you.
just a little
Man
bit.
that's
So
taller
out
than
there in Facebook, if you're tall, you got to be more than 5'4".
you. You got a chance.
50 or older, Didi ready. She ready.
She divorced. That's what she said.
They ain't on no blood.
Also,
Nah,
okay.
I'm
She
just
said
playing.
not on
I'm
no
just-
blood pressure.
I
That's
got,
why.
I got something else for y'all. All right.
Didi, you quiet?
He showed quiet. Look, hold on. No, man. This man ain't said nothing.
Every time
Bro,
we try
you
to
got
speak,
it.
I
Go
just
ahead.
said-
Go ahead,
I'm
motivator.
just a
Go ahead,
listener right now.
motivator. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. I'm just listening.
Go ahead,
right
man.
now.
We trying to get you in tune too.
Go ahead.
We want to make sure. I done forgot what I was gonna say.
How you forget?
I done forgot because I want my big brother to talk because he over there
Go ahead,
quiet
but
like a
tell
little
me,
church
I'm
mouse
just
in the
listening.
back of
I can't
the
get
back of the pool pit over there
Jumping it,
quiet with his hands tucked. Is it because we talking about single black women?
I'm just listening. I'm listening to
With
the
his
conversation.
stunner
When I
shades
get a chance
on.
to jump in, I
He
jump
nervous out there, man. Ain't no reason
in.
to
I
be
can't.
nervous.
Hey, I don't want to cut nobody off. You know, I don't want to sound like a lot of goblin gibbling.
Goblin.
Go for what you know.
No, but Amanda said something earlier. What she was saying about sometimes we miss an opportunity because of how did you put it? You said we miss an opportunity with this list, with this list of things. But it's not just really only the woman that does that. The man also he'll miss an opportunity because I say because of fear. A fear in my own situation. I fear the fact of messing up again. So the commitment part is real hard for me because I don't want to hurt nobody else. I don't want to be the cause of nobody else's pain. You know what I mean? Intentionally. You know what I mean? You're right. I don't want to be the cause of nobody being hurt because I realize that God has given me a gift as a man. I have a gift of attraction, and I'm not talking about just a sexual attraction. I'm talking about even friends, my homeboys. They like being around me. People like being around me. So you can't take those gifts for granted because you can mislead somebody, and you don't want to mislead nobody. You know what I mean? If you already been in that situation where you've already let somebody down, you've let your kids down, you've let a family down. You don't want to be that person to let another person down, not intentionally, like Dee Dee said. So sometimes it caused me to be fearful to bag back because of the fear factor. And then because I don't really have a checklist because this is what I feel. I feel like male or female, if we was dating or whatever, I feel like that we can help that person become the person that we want them to become.
Right.
I think
You
that's more.
don't got to make them become that person, but as we talked about communication earlier, if we communicate, if Dee Dee saying you got to wind back, if I start saying, look, come on, work out with me. Okay, we got to wind back. We work out together. I don't got to really tell her that. She start saying, D, let's go out working out together. You ain't even got to say what she got. You just look, let's start working out together.
Why you use
Let's
working
start
out?
going. Let's start riding together. Let's start fishing together. If I like to fish, I'm
There
just
you
saying
go.
things
You
that we
fishing.
can make a woman become or a man become. We don't. You can train. I got a dog. You can train them. You can train. You can train. No, I'm not making a woman or a man
That's-
become.
James, I see how you
put them
looked
in
at
an
it.
animal thing. But I'm just saying that dog that you want to become a good dog, you train them.
What?
Well, let me say this
Go
first.
ahead, James.
I think a man, to a perspective, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I think a man, we don't mind getting a woman and training them up or whatever your terminology was, or building a woman up or whatever the case may be.
I like building.
But on the woman aspect, are y'all willing to do that? You know what I'm saying? Meet a man and he's not where you, like, let's say you meet a man and he's not.
They do it all the time.
Not at this age.
But I'm going to say for me.
Now, if you're walking,
it depends on what you're talking
I need you
about.
walk on by.
You know, because there's things that I may feel,
that's what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
along my way.
At
Like,
a certain
I believe in
age.
this, or I believe this, or I like this, and I like that. That's different. So as you start building a relationship, you notice this person start doing the same thing. You know, just say, like, if a person never thought about their credit, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'm talking about it, whatever,
yeah.
and then next, you know, a year later, your credit score higher than mine because you've been working on it, you know. Or if, Bebe know how I am, I'm real big on organization and cleaning or whatever. And so if at first, you know, you was very cluttery, but now when I'm coming around, you don't mind, like, let's reorganize this or whatever. It's little actions that start building within a relationship, friendship, or whatever you want to call it. But as far as having to really sit down and teach somebody about life, how to treat, you know, people in general, not just a relationship, but just all, you know, like sit down and really teach someone, that would just be a friend. I don't mind doing that for a friend, but that we could be no more, you know, because what happens then, the respect is lost. Whether people,
because you training them.
Because you basically, yeah. So
Really?
I know the gift that I have. I just never use it. You know what I'm saying? I've never used the gift that I have. Like Bebe said, some people can attract people. I know I can attract somebody. You know, I have been in the room and I'm like, by the end of the night, he'll be over here. You know what I'm saying? Women have certain gifts. Everybody do. But you have to know your gift. But it's how you use it. So because of the work I do and the line of work I use, I utilize it that way to build people up and teach them. So I don't mind doing that. But I'm not going to do it for a long-lasting relationship with myself. Because regardless of how I treat that man, somewhere in the back of his mind, he may feel like I feel like he my bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because now I done took over everything.
You get what I'm saying?
And
that make a lot of
that's
sense.
just not, you know, that's just not how I look at it.
But is that not impossible though?
Say it, dude.
That you have to teach people how to
you're gonna have to teach
maneuver.
people how
You have to teach people how to maneuver and flow with you, together with you.
Yeah, with you.
Teaching them how to treat you, you know, what you like. Because none of us are mind readers.
I'm gonna say this.
I mean, to a certain degree. I get what Amanda's saying. I get what she's saying, but I'm saying, do you not think that we have to teach people?
Talking about in a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In a relationship,
I think
have
through
to
time,
treat you how
I think Rich Soul Child said the best. Teach me how to love. You gotta you gotta teach them how you want to be loved. You know,
like,
just like on sex, you got
things,
like when you get your person, y'all just starting to come on together. You know, you got to teach him how you want to be, sex or love.
And it shouldn't because
so it goes like.
But see, a lot of our relationships, that's what we're falling apart. That's why divorce and stuff is so high, because everything is based off of sex.
Right, true, man. It can't be.
You gotta have the intimacy there.
Not at all.
You got to have the intimacy.
Where you can emotionally, when I can be around my woman, and just my presence makes her.
I'm gonna say this. That goes.
Is it not still related?
It goes into everything. Like you gotta when you meet a person, you teaching you gonna teach them how you like everything. Yeah. Like they gotta learn you.
But for me, like I said, you're teaching them. But
they gonna learn you by just being around you.
But I don't feel like I should sit there and be like,
speak how you feel about it. It's real talk.
Open the door for me. I want, I have seen women just really do that. And I'm thinking like, if you gotta do that, it's not real. Mm-hmm. I think through time, a man just picks up. Like a lot of people call me bougie. I'm not bougie.
I'm not saying
most men aren't that smart though.
If they're not that smart, then they're not my type.
Okay, when I say,
and I don't mean that in a derogatory type of way. I'm saying most men, women, that's us. We pay close attention.
Right.
We learn our men. If we're with somebody, we're dealing with somebody at least.
It is men.
About
it's
6
men out there. It's just
no, I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah, I know what you
I'm
mean.
saying
majority.
The majority of men, you have to
train them,
speak, talk. Like Bebe said, I have a Rottweiler. If I'm just expecting him, expecting her to go outside and use the bathroom, but I don't never take her outside.
See,
what's gonna happen?
What's
So-
gonna happen?
Yeah, but
hold on.
all
Go ahead, B.
All communication don't have to be verbal.
It doesn't have to be
No,
verbal, but at the
communication,
same
like
time,
you
but
said, men, not mean to cut you off, but men ain't, it's some men that she said, no, she ain't mean derogatory, but men ain't smart enough. This is why you pick up on your ladies' love language. And some of this stuff, man, is just,
Ding, ding, ding.
Just
you
paying
don't,
attention.
you just pay attention. You know what I mean?
that,
But
that too.
honestly,
And
do
even-
most men pay attention
No,
to that?
no.
But that's
So-
when you gotta know where
Man,
you're at.
look.
So, again,
Go ahead.
if you're gonna miss out, you're gonna miss out because this man is he ain't.
She said, "Dirt." That means
You know,
slow as hell.
And it's not his fault. It's just the way
He don't know no
men
better.
are made.
He don't know no better.
We pay attention. That's our
So-
nature. We pay attention to small things. He liked that.
I'm
So
gonna-
then I'm gonna do that again.
You gonna do it? You see how his
And then
reaction.
I'm gonna, he liked this. He liked the way I cook this chicken this way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep cooking chicken that way. I may switch it up every now and again. Men don't pay attention like that.
That's
So
definitely
y'all-
if you
y'all-
don't
y'all don't think-
communicate,
that's definitely
I think-
true to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if I'm
I get-
wrong, please
but
tell
I think you're looking at it from a perspective. Well, you only can look at it from your perspective because I think of these days, don't no goddamn body pay attention.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I mean, even women don't really pay attention to what they men be wanting or what they men be need. You know, I think it kind of go both ways now. I think as you get older, you know what I'm saying, you pay attention more. You know what I'm saying? But when you starting at a relationship age of a younger age, don't nobody really pay attention much. I can look at myself, for instance. When I was younger, I didn't pay attention. Didn't get paid attention to, right? It goes back to what I just said. You kind of on a one-way street, right? But as I aged, I started understanding what I wanted, and then I also understood what she wanted, right? So I started paying attention to what, if I do this for her, this may make her feel a way. So let me do it again, just what you just said. But a lot of times, and it's vice versa as well, right? As a woman age, they looking at it like, well, damn, okay, now I like the way I did this for me. I like the way he responded to it, right? But I think that comes with age a lot of times, or taught from the parents or somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody
that's
teaching, and a
another-
lot of times we don't
gotta be
get taught
raised.
that,
Yes.
right? So you have to really be taught that because you don't know that shit when you're young, right? You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of in this thing and you just going
Blind.
100 miles down the road,
You're blind.
right? You blind. 100
Jay,
miles down the road
JR.
without actually having any kind of direction. You don't know where the hell you're going.
Jay, to chime in on it, when I was speaking on it, when I was saying teaching, to revert back to that, I was saying when you first meet a person, you start asking them questions, right? You start asking them questions like basic questions. What's your favorite color? What's your ooh? So like by asking questions, is that not learning them?
Yeah, of course, yes.
So that's why I'm saying like you gotta like learn your person like as you getting to know them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying because I seen you over there. You like no, but I want you to chime in when I was saying that. But that's what I was speaking on. Like you gotta learn your person. Like you gotta we call it. I said teaching, but it's kind of just having communication, like we were saying. You know what I'm saying? We just communicating like the things we like, things we don't like, early in the beginning of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times because of sex, like we said, we don't get to that point. I think we just jump into sex, and then you might mess around, start liking the person, and then now you want to get to know them or learn them. You know what I'm saying? So
sex is temporal.
it's temporary. It's temporary.
What James just said when he was telling D, I think with me, the older I got, and then when I got a chance to kind of get back from everything to see and to understand, that's when I started paying attention to, because let's be truthful, men, we get selfish.
Facts, we selfish.
So we get selfish. We be wanting everything about us. That's just
All
be
the
real.
time.
In a relationship, it's about me. You don't even really knowing that you're being selfish. You being selfish, not even knowing you're being selfish. But when we leave her with the kids all the time, we're being selfish.
They always with the
And
kids.
everything's about us.
They
we
always
want to
with
go
the
out.
kids.
We're gonna get our ass up and go out.
We gonna go out,
She got to do
and
it.
she
She
still
got
gonna have the
homework,
kids.
do it with the kids. We're doing it unintentionally, but that's what we move when we want to move.
Yeah.
But now, as you start to get older, and you start to get wiser, and you start to mature, you start to say, you know what, life ain't just about me. You know what I mean? It's about also finding out what this lady want, or not just her. What you know what I'm saying? What make it should make you feel good to make her feel good.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And they don't just come with sex. You know what I mean? Because when at the end of the day, here comes some youngster, he gonna gun you down after a while. Like
He gonna shoot
blood
out.
pressure bill and all that. Who gonna be there for you then?
He gonna gun you down and shoot out.
When you got to be understanding what she's saying, baby, you know you ain't performing like you used to.
Well,
But then where
they
you
go.
go to, how do you handle it when you get to the point where you can't perform?
Right.
You know, that's why you got to build that friendship. You got to build relationship. You got to build understanding because medically something can happen, physically something can happen. You know, whatever. So then what?
Most guys.
That's when you have to have them different lanes too.
Yeah. And then most guys revert because if they ever been somebody to somebody in the community, they always gonna go off their war stories, what they used to be. They don't go. You ain't them no more. You know what I mean? So their ego still be tripping with them.
Right.
They still be thinking
like
they
was saying
ran.
earlier, a woman always have to find a way to stroke their man ego one way or another. You know.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's just tough, man. You know, going back to I think we didn't kind of it's a great conversation, really, and we going different lanes with this, but yeah, I think a lot of times, communication is the biggest thing when it comes to any kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? I think even when it comes to having a sexual relationship or anything, you got to have some kind of communication. Because I think a lot of times, all of us at some point, I think we do this a lot of times. We just take. If I was with this person, I just take this to the next person, right? Without actually having the communication of like, okay, how many times, and this is a question for anybody, how many times have you literally sat down with your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, and asked her, baby, am I doing this sexual performance to you? Is this something that you like, right? Is it, or do you like this, right?
Because it's going to change.
From person to person, right?
Person to person. And even with that person, it's going to change.
It's going to change.
Different seasons,
there you
different
go.
Age. When you get a certain age,
Yeah.
You may
just
require
life in general.
Different, different things.
You got seasons when you work. You may get one time when you not working as much. You might not be as tired, and you might want it 3-4 times a day.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
then
that.
You got seasons when you got a lot going on at work, or something might be going on with family, and you barely do it 3 or 4 times a month.
Right.
And it doesn't always mean that someone is being with someone else, cheating, or not interested in you anymore. And that's when the conversation has to be had. Like, what's going on?
Never heard anybody put it to it like that.
But
Seasons.
It is. And everything we do. We have to realize that in a lot of relationships, communication could have been saved if they would have just told how they really felt. So, for anyone, if you really got something inside you feel, I have a friend, one of my friends, we do like confession moments. Like, I'll just be like confession, and I say what I got to say. It ain't no discussion afterwards. They don't have to comment. I don't comment. When they say it to me, we just get it out. You know what I'm saying? And because you got to have that outlet one way or another. Like you said, you may not be able to talk to your significant other, whether you in a marriage or whatever, but you got to get that outlet. We talk about mental health now. It's so much out there now that can help you get to the point where you want to be in. So for anyone that really wants a relationship, first be honest with yourself. Because a lot of people just, I ain't think about nobody. I don't care. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Be honest. Be honest about what you want and stick to it. Do not compromise. If I had a guy years ago, he was from our hometown but lived somewhere else. And, we were chatting, and then he said he wanted kids. But I didn't.
That ain't
so it was a done deal.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it. So I'm like, why waste time? I'm not going to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. So why waste my time or yours?
Yeah, I get it.
Because I don't care how sexy you are, what none of that matters, because I already know that we're not looking for the same thing. So you stop that. But a lot of people will still try to stay in something because you feel like you can change somebody's mind. And you just wasted your time. You wasted your time. So we have to be truthful with ourselves and with one another. So anybody that you're looking at being in a relationship with, be honest. People can. I'm in a leadership role, so they may be like, "Oh, I ain't your subordinate. I ain't trying to make you my subordinate." Right. Evidently, it's something about you that you haven't reached the level that you need to. If I say, "Please hand me my bag," now you say I'm trying to boss you around. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. So we have to know that some relationships just aren't meant for us, and when it's time to let go, back to the seasons. You got some people that sometimes like y'all talking every day, like you know, around each other hanging, and then you may not see each other for a while. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It don't mean that y'all ain't still whatever. It just happens like that. So whatever type of relationship, you know, whether it's an intimate relationship, you know, friendship on whatever level, work, you know, first put yourself first. You know, we're always taught to share, we're taught to give, whatever, and we lose ourselves. We don't know who we are.
It's okay to be selfish.
Yeah, you have to be, because that's how you move forward, and that's how you find, or what really is meant for you comes to you.
Yes.
Because if you're living a lie, how the truth gonna come to you?
How the truth gonna
You
come?
know, if you're not real, how real talk gonna come your way?
Facts.
You know, so we have to make sure that whatever it is that we're looking for in a relationship, we're willing to sacrifice keeping it real until it happens. Or if it doesn't happen, then what?
So let me ask a question, if y'all don't mind.
Come on with it, James. Time. Ask them
To
some
you
questions.
gentlemen,
go.
why
Yeah.
do y'all think black successful women are single? There are so many single black successful women.
I gotta agree with James to a portion. I think the lack of men. I think that's the main thing.
Select. Yeah,
My main, I think that's the main thing, that y'all just really, the pool ain't, y'all don't have a lot of pool to draw from.
Ain't no pool.
Ain't no there you go.
That's it.
Ain't no pool.
It ain't.
It's a ditch now.
It's a ditch.
Hey, what up, world? It's your boy, Preacher Boy, man. I had to pause a second and let you know that this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by no other than Impeccable Cuts. Listen, you heard me right, Impeccable Cuts. If you got a big day coming up and you need to look and feel your best, be sure to book with Impeccable Cuts and jump in that hot seat, man. Treat yourself by booking your next chop, your hot towel experience, or even your relaxing facial at bookthecut.co/preachboy. That's bookthecut.co/preachboy. All the information, the address, and the phone number on the screen, man. Listen, if you need to look your best, do your job and book, and I'll do the rest. Get impeccable.
They at the point where they don't need no man. So guess what? Now guess what's happening now? That girl, they home girl is pleasing them when you know what I'm saying? So hold on, I ain't done, but I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But like it's just like
Getting your thought out.
they just like it's basically like fuck a man. You know what I'm saying? So cause shit, they figure they can do everything on their own. You know what I'm saying? So, especially this generation right now, like
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about.
I'm asking in general. So
Okay.
when you see an independent black woman who's raising
I love
children,
it. I love it.
who's raising children, and she had on the outside, like I've had gentlemen tell me, I keep my car clean, I keep myself, you know, I try to look decent. Now you catch me tomorrow, I do my own hair, so that ain't nobody has to pay for that. My children, I mean, when you don't have an option but to do what you need to do, so do you think that just automatically gives the impression that, oh, she don't need no man?
No, I think all women need a man. Like
no,
always.
I'm saying, do you does that give the impression, like nowadays? You just said when you see women, you know.
No, that's what they say.
We gonna take the. Cause I
know they need a man. I don't care how. I don't care how black woman, all that. I know you need a man. I don't care how you feel about it. I know for a fact.
But do you think that's for most black men, even if they do want a woman? Do you think that's a turn off?
Oh,
because I mean, like she has no options. What is she gonna do? Not take care of her children? Not take care of herself? A lot
work,
not work. I mean,
I think it's only right that you're gonna
is
have.
It a turn off?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think it's intimidation at times. It depends on what you. I guess like if you meet a woman and she got everything already lined out. You know what I'm saying? And if you a man that ain't up to her standards in the sense of that you don't have what she have, then it's almost like an intimidation. Like, damn, I'm kind of intimidated. It may be an outstanding woman for you, right? But you may not even let it go too far because you're so intimidated by stuff. So I think a lot of times when you're gonna have a lot of women that are put in these positions to be great. Hell, you're supposed to be great. Everybody's supposed to be great, right? So no matter if you're great by yourself or with somebody, right? And if these men, because we know we got a ditch now of men, right? We got a ditch of men now, right? So if you so a lot of these men that are in the ditch, they're in the ditch for a reason. They may not be up to par in some standards, right? They may not have, they may not have reached their full potential of life, whatever the case may be. So you out here, you meet a DD or you meet up Amanda, and you go into DD or Amanda's life, and you like, damn, she got this, and this already. Where do I fit? You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, if a man feel like he don't fit, he run. Shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying, but you may not be that man. Are you in the ditch?
I don't know that
well,
shit.
you ain't in no ditch neither though, right?
Yeah, no,
all right, so we talking about men that may not come up to par.
Big dog.
You know what I'm saying? If you meet a woman and she already straight, then you're good.
I'm like, damn,
you know
that's
what's
up.
It's more.
Yeah,
you feel away, right?
I feel like we can come together and we can be.
But a lot of men don't think like that. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of men ain't there. Right? You know what I'm saying? So the picking and the choosing is slim. And it's slim for a reason. You know what I'm saying? If you out here and you by yourself, then a lot of times you may be out by yourself because you ain't reach your full potential or whatever the case may be. Because it's always when you got a ditch of men and you got a damn ocean of women, you're gonna run into some outstanding women.
Outstanding women.
Right?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And these outstanding women intimidate them. Right? Where me any man that's in a position of success, you don't mind what you run into. But you ain't scared. You ain't scared.
I can't think of I think it's we didn't read so many books. I know it wasn't a book we read, but the guy was saying, he was a millionaire, and he was saying a relationship should be an investment. So when you look at a lot of guys that are at a certain level, they're going to look at someone that they feel like they can grow with. So all these little things that people put on, from the hair to the nails, none of that matters. They're looking for an investment, somebody that's going to be an asset and not a liability. So when you look into all those things, that's another strike that can be against some people. Okay? And so at the same time, it seems like it's okay for men, but it's okay for women to be the same way.
You're right. You're
Me myself, yes, I have a problem with commitment. I'm not easy to commit. So when that comes with commitment, I like to get and go. You know what I'm saying? And if it's called, I was gone. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody is different. Whereas for me, buying a house, hey, because I don't know how long I'm going to be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But if I buy one, then that'll kind of make a change for me. Where someone else at the age of 25, 30, they might be like, oh, I got to buy a house. I want to do this. I want to do that. You just got to know what's for you. So it's not always about what it materialistically it seems like someone has, because somebody can drive a Mercedes and somebody else can drive a Honda. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean that the person with the Honda ain't got more than the person with the Mercedes. We just got to stop the titles. We got to stop looking at the images or whatever and look at the heart of a person and really get a connection and understanding. From my friends to the people I work with and everything, like if I don't feel some kind of connection, we are all spiritual beings, and not to try to get on that type of level. Exactly. So however you want to look at it, whether you say energy, whether you say spirit, whatever you want to look at, you got to know when a person come in your presence and you don't feel a connection, you got to go. You got to go. I just think too many times people linger hoping for something to happen. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. And you got to know within yourself. And it goes back to when we were saying about taking care of self and moving forward. So with relationships, yes, the pool or the ditch.
The ditch.
Like Didi say.
The ditch. Like James
You know what I'm saying?
The Didi say.
It could be small.
Didi said it.
Referencing the small.
The smallness.
For everything that's small, you'll still find something in there.
Something big in there. It might be
something in there.
It's a
So it's just
diamond in the rough
of it, And then it goes back to like you said, black successful women being single or whatever. When Bebe I'm calling, I said, "Oh, you consider me successful?" I just do what I do. It is what it is. And so that's another thing. You don't know how people perceive you. Perception is something major.
It is.
Because I could look at a person a certain way and somebody else could be like, what? So that's another thing. So just right, you know, and so the eyes of a person matters. Okay. So sometimes we can get caught up with somebody that think that they look at us a certain way, and all along they really don't. You know. And so in my, I'm just gonna speak for myself. I know we live, but hey, it is what it is. You know, it was hard for me to date in Blauville.
Gotcha.
Because when you're in school and you're popular and you deal with people or whatever, you like, are you trying to talk to me for me? Are you trying to talk to me to, you know, for image? Are you trying to talk to me to get back or something? You know, it just be a lot of stuff running through your mind, and that's being in the younger generation. But like Dee Dee said, as you get older, different things you start looking at, you know, and it changes the way you date, or it changes what you look at for a person. So I just think all women in general, we've been cheated. Because years ago, we allowed them women to bring us on board talking about women's rights. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no women's rights. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we have to be careful connecting ourselves to the foolishness. You know, it ain't real. That ain't real at all. I'm telling you, you know. My number is 870-555-5555. You know. No, but really, you gotta enjoy life.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you gotta enjoy life with whoever you're gonna be with. And I see a lot of relationships, you know, they do the pictures and the matching colors and stuff, but they don't look happy.
They don't mean shit.
It don't mean nothing.
Because happiness, man, we've been talking about the same, man. We hit every nail on the head. Communication, talking to each other, just knowing your person, man. Yeah. But I got one question to ask y'all.
We about to close after this.
We're going to close after this. Yeah. One question. All right, what's like a no-go in a relationship? Like for y'all, for you. Like, for me, it's...
Go for it. Go.
It's not supporting. Not being supportive. That's like, if I don't have that... Like in my relationship, I can't do it.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go. For you.
For me, lying and cheating.
Lying and cheating.
I can't. That lying just.
You can't stand. You can't stand a motherfucker that's lying.
I can't. I mean, you know, because if you're honest. But there's only two ways it can go. Either I'll stay or I'll go. But be honest. It's like in the beginning when you start out, hey, if you say, well, you know, Diddy, hey, I got somebody, but I like you. You know, I like the way you carry yourself. Yeah. But
you got a choice.
There's no... Don't take my choices away.
Don't take your choice. I done heard that a lot.
Yeah, don't take my choices because I might still deal with you anyway.
Don't take a choice away.
Yeah. Right. And that's I think that says a lot for a lot of women. Yeah. Don't take people's choices away, and men as well. Don't take people's choice away.
That's good.
I like that.
Let
I like
it be
that.
That's my choice or their choice.
Amanda.
Yeah. I have two, like these say, a lie, because I feel like you can get past anything but a lie, even if you cheat. You know,
you got to tell another lie.
I feel like if you sit down and you talk and you tell the truth, it doesn't matter what it is, but a lie, you just got to keep telling them. You know, and it just grow and it just get worse. And then never try to come between me and my family.
Ooh,
you know, at our age especially, I'm close with my kids. I'm close with my brother. I don't care if him and my sister not together anymore. This is my brother. So if somebody be like, that ain't your family, this is my family. You know what I'm saying? Just don't try to come or ever put me in a position where I have to choose. Sometimes people be like, well, if you had to choose between your family and your man, who would you choose? Well, that's not a choice, because if I ever get in that position, then that's not the person for me.
That's right on. Oh, like sound good.
B.
Man, I really don't. I just don't like to argue. I don't like arguing. That's pretty much for me. I don't want to be in an argument, especially now. What I know now, and I feel like I've changed. I feel like I've got a little softer. So I'm like, man,
yes,
I don't
super soft.
I can.
Show him something.
Compromise and everything. I don't want to argue, man. I don't like confrontation. I don't like confrontation.
JR.
Man, I think with me, I think one of the biggest things you hit it right on the head, Ro, is support. I think women don't know how to support men these days. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of just That's a big thing when it comes to men. Men don't really expect much from nobody, really, man. We kind of simple. We're extremely simple, man. I think the biggest thing is, because I can deal with a lot of shit. I just can. But I think it's support is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Just having. If I fall backwards, you got me. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect for you to just make my fall.
You ain't gotta
soft.
carry me.
Just make my fall. Just make my fall
Yes,
softer. You know, you might can't catch me all the way.
That what I'm
Make
talking
me
about.
not.
Mad at me.
Even if you're mad at me, you know what I'm saying. Don't let me hit the ground
Because
and get a concussion or bust my head. Catch me a little bit.
you
Catch
know
me
what?
and then walk off.
And you can walk off.
Throw the towel.
But be supportive, man.
And
I
my-
think men is
and-
the biggest thing. Is
and everything-
Hold on, Chief. Chief.
Oh, my bad.
I'm
feeling it. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. That man love cutting me off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
My
But like
bad,
I said,
my bad.
I'm going to
I
get
ain't
to
know
it. But
you
the biggest
wasn't
thing
done.
is just being supportive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave it at that because he want to talk. So
No, man. I
Go for
didn't
it.
know you was
I'm
done.
good.
I was just
for
going
it.
to come right behind.
Go for it. Go for
I
it.
was just going to come right behind you.
He
Go
But
was
ahead.
feeling it. He said.
no, I was just saying, man, because you touched me.
Yeah,
when
no
you
doubt.
said
I get it.
that.
I get it.
But like, man, just anything that we're doing in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, we take on these new ventures and like businesses and stuff like that. Like you said, when we fall, we need that, man. Like, I do a lot of stuff, so like, I want you at everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If you can be there, if you can't, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm doing something, I want my woman to be my biggest supporter.
That makes
Because
sense.
you worried, don't worry about the other women. Because if you there, ain't my eyes on you.
That makes sense.
No other woman. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I need my woman to support me all the way, and I'm gonna support you as well. Nothing that you do that I'm not gonna be there. Because my woman, just as my kids, anything my kids got going on, I'm gonna be at everything they got. I don't care if I got 10 other things that day. But guess what? I guarantee they see their daddy right there. Just like my woman, you gonna see me there. I don't care what you doing. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, support is definitely number one with me, man. Number one, you support me, I'm gonna support you. We're gonna have a great relationship.
Like James said, if you soften my fall,
Just soften
I
it.
promise you soften my fall. Especially now, I got everything else.
Just
Yeah.
soften it. You know what I'm saying?
I can carry the load. I got the bag. Just soften my fall. Just make sure my night you can tell rub my head.
Yes, sir. So that's outstanding, man. It's been a pleasure.
It's been dope.
It's been a pleasure to have
Thank
y'all
y'all
here with
for
us.
the
You know what I'm
invitation.
saying? You know, we
been
may have to
really
do this
nice.
again.
Back for part two.
We didn't get to the second question.
We-
Yeah,
we-
because
we
you know,
most
next
definitely-
time we're gonna have to talk about the
The marriage.
well, not even the marriage, but you know, just cheating and different
Ooh,
things. That
I
nature.
like
That's a
it.
big thing as well.
I like it. We
That's a
didn't
big
even
thing
get
as
into
well. You know,
cheating.
because that's a part of the culture now, big time. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to that next time. But man, it's a pleasure to have y'all here with us.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt about it.
Thank you so
Inviting us.
much.
No doubt.
Definitely a pleasure. Dior
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Amanda J.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Sandy.
We
Yes,
most
sir.
definitely had a good time with
Good
y'all. Like, I
Bro and
enjoyed it.
James.
Yeah, we had a great time with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get up out this thing.
Chavis in his absence.
Yeah, Chavis, man. Shout out to Spann. He got the
Shout out to
migraines
Spann,
real bad, man.
Shout out to Spann,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Shout
So
out to our brother.
tell us when you're ready to key this thing up, man.
Keep
So
talking.
yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all,
It was really
y'all
dope,
like
man.
and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We got
Man,
a
like, share, subscribe.
we
Real
got a-
Talk Barbershop 870.
we got a great episode that's gonna drop tonight with Linda
Miss
Moore
Linda Moore.
at Dawson Employment Service. So y'all go check that out. You know, it should be here in probably about the next 10-15 minutes. So y'all go check out. She had an outstanding interview. So y'all check us out, man. We here, man. So y'all support us, man. We got a lot of stuff on our YouTube page. We got about 4 months of stuff. So you ready yet? Or I need to keep going.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So you good? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's your boy Ro.
Preacher boy over there on the side.
It's your boy Bebe the Motivator.
And I am JR, aka Mr. Rogers.
Amanda J.
Miss Dior.
And you
Yeah,
tune
the
in to
Real
Real
Talk
Talk Barbershop 870.
Yes, sir.
We out. This episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by
870 Trucking.
Where they specialize in general freight.
Give us a call at
870-278-2934.
870-278-2934.
2934.
Yes, sir.
You did.